Somehow through my random words coming out of my mouth, I've been able to swindle the guys at Paramount Coffee Project and Paramount House into letting me draw pictures for them. Somehow they've put up with me for the last 5 years. Yeah. My name's Sonny Day. I am an artist and illustrator. I'm one half of WBYK with my beautiful, lovely wife, Biddy Maroney. But I also have a side hustle as, I guess, a fine artist. Not like fine china, it's more coarser, you know, like those cheap ceramic cups that you'd find at a dodgy cafe, but it gets me by. It does feel like I've left these little artifacts behind. I think that's kind of nice because people find them. Some of them are hidden away, they're tucked away in like weird corners of the hallways or on weird places of walls, and it's, for the most part, no one said anything bad about them. You know, I think that's a winning. It feels really good to sort of have that work be a part of this amazing place, you know, and just have that little quirk to an already amazing space. Super lucky to work with those guys because they make it fun, they make it easy, and it's never complicated. Sharks, this is going to sound super morbid, but like probably after my dad passed away, I had this whole thing about, don't worry when I die, it'll be like I'm falling and I'm diving, and then when I hit the water, I'll just swim away. So sharks are these amazing, beautiful creatures, but they're all really feared, and so, but maybe that's what I'm trying to say is, don't fear death. It's too heavy, it's pretty heavy. Shit. The visual elements and the visual cues and the work that we use in both practices, WBYK and my own work, like the legs, cigarettes, lips, ladies' hands, fingernails, lipstick, they're all very important parts of our work. Looking back at our work and thinking about how that's changed, I want to say maybe it's gotten better. Some of the pieces exist in other contexts. They might have been works that I've already painted on a canvas, so they have another life and they live on someone else's walls. It's just an extension of painting, and I guess you'd say more of a muralist. You know, so whether that's inside or outside, that's another big part of my practice. Both coffee and art have gone hand in hand for as long as I can remember, and when I was working full-time in coffee, I always made art, and I was always exhibiting, mainly in group shows around Sydney, places like Fat Space and First Draft back in the day. I was a director at First Draft Gallery for a few years. But then when I met Biddy, you know, we sort of had this crazy idea of making posters for bands, and it went from doing that, still making coffee and roasting coffee at the same time, to going home and making all these posters, and then making posters for bands that I'd make coffee for, you know. It felt like stepping away from coffee wasn't really an option because we still worked for it, for people in coffee and for cafes and restaurants, and we did branding and design for all those mobs. But there's been 1 year where I haven't made coffee, and ever since I sort of quit being a barista full time. And it's one of those things, I love making coffee, I love working in hospitality. Hospitality literally put me where I am now, you know? It taught me all these skills and gave me all these experiences that I can translate into what I do now.